India is one of my favorite places in the world, and it's not just because it's my home. I love its color, its vibrance, and how dramatically different the north is from the south.
It's always been on my bucket list to travel the different parts of India, and now with a little help from my friends at the Marriott Hotels, I'm going to explore and discover this beautiful country on India with Marriott.
This time around, I'm going to start with the south. Move up north. While using the local Marriott India hotels as my base. What makes things easier for the traveler here are the concierge services. Leave it to these experts to chalk out unique itineraries and travel suggestions customized just for you.
I think you've helped me a lot.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
My journey begins in Kerala. If you land in Cochin, you have the option of checking in at the Courtyard by Marriott Kochi or at the Kochi Marriott Hotel. I don't know about you, but nothing kickstarts my day better than a king-size breakfast.
The Kochi kitchen is known for its extensive breakfast spread. Not only do they have their traditional South Indian cuisine, they've also got their continental and Arabic fare. It's 7:30 in the morning and look at that, there's so many people already waiting to stuff their tummies. I can't wait to dig in. Let me see if I've got my combinations right over here. I've got my appam with my stew. I've got my puttu with my kadla curry. I've got the tapioca, which goes really well with the fish curry. And when in doubt, just mix it all together and eat it, because either which way, it's going to taste really, really yummy.
Completely satisfied, it's time to explore some Kochi. And all the action, the hotel's travel desk tells me it's just an hour and a half away.
The state of Kerala is steeped in art, culture, and such varied and brilliant sports. If you happen to be here in the monsoon season, then the boat race in Alapi is something that you definitely should not miss. Legend has it that one of the kings of Travancore, he was losing in battle, and so he summoned some of the best boat architects in the country. This led to the innovation of some of the fastest snake boats ever, and that's how the boat race came about.
Next on my list, the Marriott has organized a special performance for me, some Kathakali.
There's very few cultural centers that actually allow you to come in and watch the artists as they put their dramatic makeup on. This is one of them.
Like most mythical tales, this one too is a story of lust, love, and deception. King meets enchantress, she woos him, only to betray him at the end. I'm mesmerized. From Kochi, it's Chennai for me. Now, the good thing about coming to Chennai is that just an hour away from the airport is the very first Courtyard by Marriott Hotel of India. The Courtyard by Marriott Chennai. For a travel buff like me, it's most convenient.
When you're in Chennai, Bonnie Bazaar has this wonderful mix of all sorts of things. There's gold jewelry, there's the first ever Nalli Sari showroom, and they've also got these shops that have amazing sweets, pickles, chutneys, achars. I'm going to leave the gold aside for today, and I'm going to go get myself a Kanjivaram sari. Wow, look at that shine. 1 lakh?
1 lakh.
Real gold?
Real gold.
Oh, no wonder it's for 1 lakh. Kanjivaram, Kanjipuram, they both mean exactly the same thing. And Kanjipuram actually is a place that's 70 kilometers from Chennai. These saris were traditionally woven in gold and they're worn by South Indian women during all the festivities. Gorgeous.
Next up, it's Bengaluru for me. And when you are here, you have the option of settling in at the JW Marriott Bengaluru, or Marriott Whitefield, or at the Fairfield by Marriott Hotel. Wherever you are, I recommend a moment of relaxation over a drink. You can always start your day off with a sumptuous breakfast buffet at Kava or the JW Kitchen. Or get your coffee at any of the baking company coffee shops. You could even head out to the city's oldest institution, Koshi's. Koshi's actually started off in 1966 and since then, they've been a local favorite. What must you absolutely eat here?
We make kingfish, and the other signature item, the chicken liver on toast and the vegetable puffs. The uniqueness of the puff is the number of multiple layers of puff pastry and the right quantity of butter going into it. This is the best puff you can ever eat in this town.
By night experience, some pub culture, and that's exactly what I'm going to do.
The young and energetic city of Bengaluru is also known for its microbreweries. Now, if you're on that beer trail, then Toit is the place that you should start with. I'm going to go inside and find out what the fuss is all about. So, Vinay, as the manager here at Toit, I think you're the one person that can tell me, does Bengaluru love its beer that much that you're this packed on a Monday night?
Yes, Bangalore does love its beer a lot.
And everything gets brewed right here?
Yeah, everything is brewed in-house, from scratch, brewed here, fermented here, and served here.
So which one do you recommend?
I would recommend you start with the samplers, taste them, and then select your choice.
All right, let's go try it.
The company of friends over light, dark, rice, barley, and beer varieties of every kind. Interesting. And when you're done, head to a new place. In the south, you could experience Hyderabad by staying at the Marriott Hyderabad or the Courtyard by Marriott Hyderabad. Take some time out for fine dining and some me time over maybe a good workout whilst you're here. Or like me, you could continue on your trail northwards and come towards India's favorite vacation spot, Goa. Settle in at the Goa Marriott Resort and Spa and enjoy a view of the sea, some chilled out moments, and maybe even a spa treatment here. If you are visiting in the non-touristy season, what can you do outside? Here's what the Goa Marriott recommends. First on the list, visit a spice plantation.
You can see over there the fruit.
Yeah.
The same one I'm having in my hand. You can see this is nutmeg.
Oh my God!
You
Look
can
at
see
that.
two spices from one single fruit, nutmeg and mace. Even it gives strong smell.
Strong smell, right? You know, it's so amazing. We see all these spices in our little jars and containers at home, but to come here in nature and actually see them, that's really something exceptional.
And when you are done, get to number 2 on my list, a visit to the museums.
The artist Mario Miranda is iconic to Goa, and when you're in Goa, you have to come and visit his museum. A treasure trove full of little knickknacks, prints, scarves, everything that you can think of.
And how can you come to Goa and not go shopping?
For years, Goa has had some amazing shopping. Other than the flea markets, there's also these little boutiques that are tucked away in nooks and corners. Sasha's shop is definitely one of those. What makes her shop really different is that you can come here and build up on your resort wear wardrobe from designers around India.
When in Goa, make sure you visit Vela Goa.
This kind of art you see all over Goa. It's called as azuleiros, and this is a Portuguese art form which is basically painting on ceramics. And if you want to get your hands on it, then Vela Goa, that's the place that you want to come to.
On my travels through the country with the Marriott India Hotels as my travel partner, I'm making my way to Pune. When you arrive here, you can settle in at the JW Marriott Pune or any of the Courtyard by Marriott hotels in and around the city, whether in city centre Pune or Hinjewadi or Chakan. Consult with the local Marriott staff for a travel list and get started.
When you're in Pune, it's always worth your while to take a small excursion away from the Marriott and maybe even try and learn a little something from a rider's best friend. And this morning, my teacher is this beautiful girl, Posh. And here at the Japaloop Center, horse riding is a must.
Rohan, the owner of Japaloop Equestrian Center, is my guide to horse riding.
For someone who's coming here to the Equestrian Center for the first time, what is it that they should look out for as a beginner?
Well, first and foremost, it's most important to wear the right kind of gear.
Okay.
Like you're kitted out well, you have full-length jeans and proper shoes. Helmets we will always provide you over here. And secondly, we need to know that you don't have any health issues, no back issues. And if that's the case, then you're ready to ride.
After learning the tricks of horse riding, I'm off to indulge in a great passion of mine.
Emmenthal from Switzerland, Brie from France, Cheddar from England, Gouda from Holland. Now, you would have to do a hell of a lot of traveling if you wanted the real deal when it comes to this kind of cheese. But guess what? Right here in Pune, all of this is being manufactured under one roof, ABC Farm.
At the cheese factory, whole milk is coagulated first and the protein mass begins to form. The water called cheese whey is then separated from the mass and the protein is put into different molds to give it its characteristic shape. The mass is then stored in the ripening room for varying periods of time, and that's how you get cheese.
We've got a little mix of cheeses here, some things which are very unique. This is a boursin with paprika.
Okay.
One of our hot sellers.
We Indians love our chili.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely.
The amount of spice in this, I can understand why it's such a hot seller. It's delicious. And this is what makes the experience here at ABC Farm so interesting, because you come, you walk around, you taste the cheese, and then you can pick it up straight off the shelf.
But a night in Pune is incomplete without wrapping it up at the JW Marriott Pune.
If you're visiting Pune city and suddenly you find the entire city deserted and you're wondering where is everyone, they're at Miami, partying the night away.
When in Mumbai, take a break from the crazy city life and experience relaxation, food, private and romantic dining experiences, or the nightlife of the city at any of the Marriott hotels here. From the iconic JW Marriott Juhu that is frequented by Bollywood and Mumbai's creme de la creme ever so often, to the Renaissance Mumbai, to the JW Marriott Sahar for that luxury and great drinks and dining experience that is just a stone's throw away from the international airport. There's also the Courtyard by Marriott Mumbai, where you can go to Akbar and let your hair down. If If you are traveling to central India, the Courtyard by Marriott Bhopal and Courtyard by Marriott Bilaspur will help you plan your travel in comfort. As for me, Lucknow is on my agenda and I have myself booked at the newly opened Renaissance Hotel here, where you have a stunning view of the city from their poolside and bar called Sky Bar.
A dip in the pool is one of the best ways to beat the heat here in Lucknow. Located on the 16th floor of the rooftop of Renaissance Lucknow, this is one of the most spectacular places that extends into a view of the city. Definitely my most favorite spot in this hotel.
And for that famed Tundai kebab, head into the city.
Apparently, I've just been employed. You can regularly find me here at Tundai Kebab. अरे दो कौन खाता है? चार ले लो. Established in 1905, this place churns out more than 2,000 of these in a day. If you're ever visiting the Renaissance Lucknow, you should come here. Okay, I'm done flipping these. I want one in my tummy. Tundai Kebab!
And speaking of kebabs, you will find some of the best at the restaurant Saffron at JW Marriott Chandigarh. So when in the north of India, make sure that you stop here too. My travel trail of India with the Marriott hotels is leading me further north and into the capital of the country, Delhi. Whether it is the JW Marriott New Delhi Aerocity here or the Courtyard by Marriott Gurgaon
Or Agra.
you will find the best concierge services to help you out. These are the top things to do in Delhi for the travel buff. 1. Fashion and an active social scene are a norm in this city. Walk through Hoskas Village to explore their indie designs and hang out at fun cafes. Or you could go to Janpat for colorful collectibles and artifacts. 2. Don't miss the street food of Delhi whilst at Chandni Chowk. 3. Come back to the Marriott to end your Delhi experience over dinner or drinks. Choose from their varied restaurants and bars here. My journey from here takes me to the very popular state of Rajasthan, to Jaipur, where I'm going to be staying at the Marriott Jaipur.
Rajasthan literally means the land of kings, and with a setting like this, how can one not feel like a Maharani? I'm here at the Jaipur Marriott, and I have to tell you, this is just the royal beginning.
Exercise is my favorite way to begin the day, and over here, I can do it with a dip in their luxurious pool. Now I'm ready for all else in store for me.
Hi.
Hi, ma'am.
Can you help me line up just one day in Jaipur full of sightseeing, maybe a little bit of shopping?
We have a one-day itinerary. I'll show you that.
Jaipur pottery, block printing, a visit to the colorful markets. These are the recommendations of the day.
What looks like a really simple bowl when you hold it in your hands actually takes them 10 to 15 days to put together. This is the outcome of what we just saw. I'm awestruck. All those beautiful, bright, colorful, intricate designs that you see on bedspreads, bed sheets, handkerchiefs, shirts, dohars that are so typical to Jaipur are mostly hand block printed right here at Ratan Textiles. Today I'm going to give it a hand and I'm going to produce my own little intricate design piece. How pretty!
No.
Why not? My very own hand block printed handkerchief.
The markets of Jaipur are just as fun, and the best part of all is that color. It's on the bags, the leheria fabrics, as well as the razais here. Jaipur is also famous for its intricate jewelry and, of course, those mojris. Make sure you come here to splurge. As my exploration of India with Marriott comes to an end, I can't think of a better place to head to than the JW Marriott Mussoorie Walnut Grove Resort and Spa. To experience the serenity and the beauty of Mussoorie in Uttarakhand. This hotel is situated in a location that is so gorgeous that I can't blame you for not wanting to step out. There is the lunch experience at Wisteria Deck here. Whether it's lunch or dinner here at the JW Marriott Mussoorie, one of your meals should be at their Italian restaurant, the Wisteria Deck, with a view that is so brilliant and romantic. This is something you don't want to miss. Thank you. Or you can get lost in the flowers of the valley, all in full bloom in the greenhouse at the hotel itself. A lot of the herbs that are actually grown in this greenhouse are also used by the hotel in a lot of their restaurants. Relaxing in the gardens by evening over a traditional kachri, which is chai, and snacks served alongside local musical performances. But I'm also an outdoorsy kind of person, and when in Mussoorie, get a local guide from the Marriott and enjoy the scenic trek into the pine forest. What a lovely escape from that big city life. When you're in the hills, you have to explore the hills. Breathe in that fresh mountain air, those lovely pine forests, get those endorphins pumping. And you know what? Why not do it JW Marriott Mussoorie 5-star style? Thank you. Next week on India with Marriott, meetings, weddings, conferences, events. Why the Marriott is the ideal place for that function that means the most to you.